PlayStation.
Colossal life form detected.
In a world where every breath you take might just be your last, you've got to be ready for everything. By that, I mean everything. Mutant buds, check. Toxic storms, check. A mild chance of plummeting to your doom. Oh yeah. Up here, we don't let the past become our prison. You either fly or you fall. And trust me, you don't want to fall. Seriously, it's a long way down. Together, we rise. A well-oiled, perfectly synchronized team, more or less. Beneath the dust, some things were never meant to be found. Or were they? Yeah, let's pretend we didn't see that. The cure is out there. And one day, we might just fill our lungs with fresh air again. Just one tiny obstacle in our way.
PlayStation. PlayStation.
When the meteorite struck, it unleashed a hostile disease, plunging our world into chaos. Now, we stand as guardians, fighting to protect our world and vanquish all who threaten our existence.
Hostile sighted. Stay low.
Let's show them!
Against all odds, we must battle mutations, traitors, and infidels.
Let's make it quick. We're on the clock here.
That's handy. Getting this fixed up.
They're coming.
Never seen anything like this before.
Every victory brings us closer to retaining our freedom.
PlayStation. PlayStation.
I think some of the best inspirations for me are my absolute worst dreams, and I embrace them wholeheartedly.
Might be a cliche, but the only thing to fear is fear itself.
Mike, the director, and I, we spent a lot of time trying to figure out what musical direction we wanted to take with this project. We had some elements set from the beginning, but something was missing, I think, the key or the glue to making this product a little bit more special or different. We decided to go for the dark or doom jazz genre.
Dark jazz is a subgenre. It's also sometimes referred to as doom jazz or noir jazz. And it's a specific form of jazz which is linked to ambient music, electronica and post-rock. And its main elements are slow tempo, inspired by noir films and linked to ambient and electronic and post-rock genres. Horror and jazz, they are beautiful ingredients. It was actually to try and control and filter all the ideas I had into something which would be the best to pass along for Arnie to put his magic onto.
So I've always worked with a lot of undulating sounds, like music that comes in waves, envelops you, and then goes down a little bit until it envelops you again. For me, the most important thing about dark jazz has always been the mood, the feeling, the atmosphere in a sense, where it transports you into the dark alleyways and into the night in a way that I think few music genres can do so easily. It's a very specific thing.
It's a very visual genre of music. Not only that it's been inspired from noir films or noir detectives, but it's the fact that it's more focused on mood than musical technicalities that is already a good explanation of why this music fits very well for Alone in the Dark.
So I think there are usually quite a few elements to a horror soundtrack. The obvious ones being chaos and disharmony, which can overwhelm you or creep up your spine. But I think there is room for tenderness and silence as well in between to make the chaos more palpable.
For this specific soundtrack, I created a very claustrophobic sounding synth where I added 3 different layers of different presets and made presets into this very dominating synth, which is part of most of the songs, and which combined with reverb over drums and over the different instruments adds to this very claustrophobic mood. Usually the explosion is where there's a huge mountain and volcano of reverb with drums and screaming saxophones. To this explosion of hair-rising horror and big chaos.
It's been a really fruitful collaboration.
Yes, it's been very intuitive and very natural.
PlayStation.
The French company Royale and the Dutch merchant company have long danced on the edge of conflict. Their rivalry simmering beneath the waves. But now, you can feel it, can't you, Captain? That charged stillness before the storm breaks. It's no wonder that rumors swirl of ships sailing from Europe, brimming with new weapons and technology, bound for the Indian Ocean. In this frenzied arms race, whoever seizes these marvels won't just have an edge. They'll hold the key to domination. And us pirates? We won't escape the bloodshed when this conflict crashes on our shores. Best we ready ourselves. The chaos ascends.
PlayStation.
He's a squirrel with a gun. Defy gravity.
Hi to the haters, hi to the doubters, hi to the winners, and hi to the accountants.
PlayStation.